Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. All right, let's check it out. Let's see what we got for you right now. If you like minivans, well, you're looking at the right video, especially if they're Japanese. Is your total good track because this is also Japanese, but maybe you've never seen this model before, and I could be included in that group. So I'll say check. Now, we got in front of us right now is a 143 scale 2010 Nissan Elgrand. Alright, guys, what can I say about this model? I never seen it before, like I said in the presentation. Elgrand is not a model that was sold in North America. Now, I'm not even sure if it was sold outside Japan because a lot of these Japanese cars, they just make them for their own market. And I'm like, okay. But this van here, it looks really good. I like the front end. It has like flushed grill with the headlights. It looks really cool and modern. We did have a similar minivan here in example in North America that was called a Nissan Quest, and it was also quite modern. But I think this one looks a little bit more like it could fit in properly because the Nissan Quest back in 2010, if I'm not mistaken, that was the model that was really like futuristic and quite quite I liked it, but it was not everyone's cup of tea, if I can say that. Not everyone felt attracted to it. And then to top it all, that's when Nissan was already having issues with their transmissions, with their CVTs, and the Quest also fell in that group. But going back to this one right here, the Nissan Elgrand, this is the third generation of the Nissan Elgrand. This one started in 2010, like you're looking at right now, all the way down to 2011. And as I'm looking at it in the information about the car, it's quite strange that it was also called Nissan Quest. And I mentioned to you guys about the Nissan Quest before I even read anything about it. So, hey, I was on the right track. So, in other parts of the world, we knew it as Nissan Quest, but not specifically the way it looks, especially the front end. It's a different front end from the Nissan Quest that we're familiar with. It was not so flushed. Like flushed, I mean, like the headlights look almost like integrated with the grill. It looks like a one piece altogether, like smooth. The other one had more like rounded bumps and stuff like that. If you understand what I'm trying to say. Now, knowing that this is the third generation of the Nissan Quest, I'm guessing it was not the most popular one. I guess it was already losing a bit of their momentum. When minivans were the boom back in I was probably say the 90s. And then on the 2000s, it started losing a bit of their grip with the SUVs. All those soccer moms, they used to call them, that like those minivans, or those big families that like those minivans. They saw example, if you had a big family, you could look at a three-row seater SUV, and it's the same amount of people you could fit in, but plus you have a little bit more rugged vehicle. And also with the same thing with the soccer moms. They call them soccer moms because it's a famous term here in North America. I'm not sure in other parts of the world that it was very popular for those weekend moms. They used to take their kids to the games in their minivans. So that's the big term of that. But now the SUV fits the same, you can fit the same amount of people, and you probably feel a little bit more, especially if you live in the inclement weather with the 4x4 and all those things that you make you may want to feel a little safer, or makes you want to feel safer. Now look at this car. I love those two sunroofs on the roof. It's not a panoramic sunroof like all together, but it looks quite interesting. And now that we're talking about the sunroofs in the Nissan, I remember back in the days going back to the Nissan Quest. I'm talking about like 2004, 2005. The Nissan Quest had a very strange looking sunroof. It was like six windows, six little windows in each, like two, then two more in the middle, and then two more at the end of the by the trunk. So this one gives me some similar vibe, but in different mode. It's more like only two bigger sunroofs. Engine wise, let's talk about the engines before I forget. Engines on these little beauties, you had a 2.5 4 cylinder, or you had a 3.5 6 cylinder. And then for transmissions, you guys know what I'm gonna say. Drum roll. 7 speed CVT. I know CVTs are a bummer. Not many people like them. I will say a lot of people are not too happy with Nissan's CVT, and they still make them and they still come out with them. I don't understand. Nissan needs to like wake up and smell the coffee. They're losing their clientele. I heard they're losing so much ground on sales because of their reputation. They used to be so good back in the 90s. They were so respected. And little by little they're disintegrating all that respect they gained. I don't know. That's just my opinion. It's a little sad of what Nissan's doing to their reputation and future altogether. Their future. It's a bit unstable future they're having right now. All right, guys, I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. So, what do you guys think about these quite interesting looking minivans? I haven't been posting a lot of minivans lately. I have a lot more. It's just that, I just want to make sure what I'm trying to do is mix them up a little bit, not have the same brand back to back, or at least jump at a few cars, but I try to mix them up a little bit. But I should post more minivans. Some people have been asking for minivans. Well, this is one of them, and this is not a very common one. Let me know in the comments below. Have you ever seen this minivan before? Have you ever drove one of these minivans? Maybe you own one. Are they reliable? Are they good? Are they safe? Are they comfortable? Also, if you've never seen one, maybe you just collect them as a scale of car. What scales do you guys collect? What's resin, diecast? And by the way, before I forget, this is a diecast and it's by J Collection. That's the name of the brand. Also, don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up that I always appreciate. Thank you so much. And don't forget to click and subscribe and click the bell next to the subscribe button that will remind you when I'm posting more videos. All right, everyone, take care of yourselves more than ever, and goodbye.